I got into a relationship with a girl, low follower account. She ain't really active on social media. But here's where the twist comes in. She may not be active on social media, but what about her personality? How does she think? I'm actually saying her name. This girl's name is Mandisa. Just know, I'm not really limited to anything. A girl could live far away. I'm still gonna be able to make it. Now, we eventually meet for the very first time. At that time, I was actually still even in a relationship. I know, listen, it was still new. And of course, I was still talking to this girl at the same time. So there was a little bit of a mix up here and there. But I still wanted to see how things are going to go. So the vibes were clicking very well. And I had to deal with two girls at the same time. So, in that duration, I think I was able to hold it off for at least like a good 2 months. But in that 2 months, I had a little bit of an issue. And that issue was whenever I would get invited to events or just go out, because I saw that she was much of a very territorial woman. There was this function that I went to. It was kind of like a balcony mix. Good vibes, good music. I was just chilling with a couple of homies of mine. And it just happened as we were still there, I meet up with another girl. Not Josiah Mbuji in Johannesburg, but Josiah Mbuji currently in the Val. Shit. That ass was big balloon tires, bro. She mentioned that she knows me, but of course we do not follow each other. She eventually shows me a profile. I'm like, okay, that's pretty interesting. She's also an influencer. She plays in a couple of shows. The conversation gets done, and I eventually sit with my homies. My phone eventually dies. And one thing about the girl that I was getting down with, like as I said, she's very territorial and very strict with certain things. I'm texting her that, hey, my phone is going to die. I will text you once I get back home. And of course, she says, yes, you know what, it's okay. Yeah, you'll respond to me once you get back home. I eventually get home. Unfortunately, I fell asleep. I woke up the next day having to text her now eventually and say, good morning, my love. How have you been? She mized me for like an entire 2 days, actually. Because, I'm trying to see what's going on. I ask her, hey, what's up? Like, I'm seeing that you're kind of taking a little bit long with the responses. Then I try to call. My calls are not going through. I feel like I'm blocked, but at the same time, I'm not blocked. Listen, I'm already irritated. I'm chilling with one of my dudes as he's still doing, his sports. I'm really irritated because at this point, nigga, I got ghosted. I eventually get a response. She says, hey. I ask her, are you good? She says, yes, she's fine. I ask her, do you want to explain yourself? She says, no, there's nothing to explain. I ask her, are you mad? She says, nah, I'm not mad. Okay, she moves on, she avoids the topic and then just goes straight to another whole conversation. She says she wants to see me. Okay, right, we eventually meet, we go get some drinks, we chill. Listen, I want to bluntly admit this. I was a broke nigga. It was kind of a little bit difficult for me to maintain having to drive a car and at the same time having to deal with a girl, because now I have to pay for gas and also I have to pay for the date. I can cover the first round, but of course, if you want the second one, that's kind of like out of my line. You're gonna have to buy yourself more. Yeah, okay. She's like, okay. I don't see that. I don't see it as a problem. We have a very intimate moment, we talk to each other, we just ask her what's going on, can you please talk to me? Like, why are you acting like this? She tells me that, hey, I was a little bit frustrated at the fact that you didn't really text me the moment that you got home. I tell her that, hey, having to mize me or not really adjust the situation is not the best outcome, it's not really the best solution. And then she says, you know what, yeah, I'll actually put that in line, I'll fix it. And also at the same time, you gotta also fix your behavior, because now you just be going out, you're going out more than usual. And I mean, I understand, because it's not like whenever I went out, I wasn't filming and shit. I wasn't really doing anything. I wasn't even posting YouTube videos at that time. So now, fast forward, it happens that here's where a little bit of a roughy situation kind of happened. Right? So, like as I said, I was already in another relationship. And that relationship was very much easy to maintain. I was in the same institute as her. So anything relationship-wise that I had to deal with, I had to deal with it at school. Least of my issues. Like as I said, priorities are fucked up, and at the same time I'm doing engineering. And I'm busy here dealing with multiple women and all of that shit. It's recess. Now I want to see the girl that I'm getting down with. Now, on her side, she would just casually go to Johannesburg because, of course, her institute was in Johannesburg, so it would happen that I would only be able to see her during the week. And it was a little bit difficult for me to be able to take her out on dates or even to drive during the week because I don't have access to the car or just anything overall that I have access to the weekend. All right, now we eventually meet each other again, and this is where I saw kind of like, here we are going left. The vibes are dying because when it comes to women, you will see that shit is not gonna work out the moment like it starts to go downhill. Like the communication is dying, bro. Like y'all can't communicate as much. Like, bro, she's giving nonchalant responses. And I feel like I'm trying to keep something alive, but at the same time, it's not really working. We meet up for the very last time at this like kind of park. It happened at that specific day that was like, okay, like we kissed. I don't know, man. I feel like my stories just be sounding like Disney movies, like, bro. Like, what do you mean as a guy does it take so long for me to just get a kiss nowadays? Like, I understand crushing. Like, crushing can take about like maybe like good a month maybe of good communication and already like presenting yourself in a good way. But it can't take me more than a fucking day to get a kiss. Come on, buddy. We did it once and it just like never happened again. I don't know if maybe I kind of had bad breath, but I know for sure that wasn't the case because I'm very, very strict with it when it comes to my hygiene. So I kind of felt like, okay, maybe she's just kissing me just for like I can have a little bit of something for her to hold on before she eventually just goes in and ghosts me. So it happens now that very same night as I try to talk to her, she ends up not speaking to me anymore. I try to call her, my calls are not going through anymore, it's just not disturbed. I keep texting her, it's not working out. I'm feeling like a Bari because now at the same time, nigga, do you know how embarrassing it is for you to get rejected by another girl knowing that you got a girl that loves you already? Like, it feels like you're representing your hand in a terrible way because why are you getting rejected while you're still in a relationship with her? Why have you been already accepted and choosing to get denied by other women? Like, take that into consideration. I'm telling myself this. Now, okay, shit, I feel like a bitch. I feel like I'm a bum. And I eventually be like, you know what? Fuck it, bro. I'm not gonna chase this woman anymore. I already got a woman that loves me back home. And I got another girl, but that's another story for another time. I literally had to deal with about, bro, why did I deal with so many women that year? I just do not know, bro. All of this shit happened around 2024. That's all I'm gonna say. It happened all in 2024. I can promise you I dealt with more than like 8 to 10 women that entire year. No man is supposed to be dealing with more than 8 to 10 women, having to also maintain something with them. It was really money costing, buddy. Really money costing, most especially knowing that I have to drive and pour gas at the same time in this economy. Come on, bro. Of course, I've been ghosted and I choose to carry on with my life and focus on the girl that I love. 4 months later, this storyline was already given on TikTok because I posted the video, it blew up and it eventually reached her FYP. And then that's where now I eventually got the text that, she kind of took it as a joke. She kind of laughed. She just wanted to like not make it look like it's too much of a serious situation. So she kind of was like, oh, I saw the video that you posted. Ha ha, hee hee. Okay, bro. She saw the video and shit, like, I didn't waste time by telling her, like, after 4 months, like, this is like the time you choose to like text me again. And she eventually bluntly admitted that she wasn't really like kind of feeling my vibe anymore. And I mean, it's okay, it makes sense, you know. I wasn't really that much of that guy at that moment, you know. I really had a lot to deal with. I was already doing engineering and I was dealing with multiple girls at the same time. The money was tight. So sure, calm. I'm not gonna put the blame on her. I'm gonna put the blame on myself and my priorities. So she tells me, of course, I really just didn't really feel the vibe with you, you know. And I asked her then, why didn't you just tell me that you ain't fucking with me anymore? Why you ain't feeling me anymore? And her response was, I just had too much pride to not convince myself to tell you that, this is what's happening, you know, I didn't feel obligated to tell you that, hey, I don't want to do anything with you anymore. So I chose to like minimize or avoid everything that had to do with you. Yeah. I'm not even taking it personal. I'm not taking it personal. When I was communicating with her, I was already chilling with another girl, as she was kind of like studying, doing everything on her own. I'm chilling there, I'm just typing down, okay, like I'm reading everything and I move on. I calm, move on with my life. We still talk from time to time, you know, we're not really far from each other. I don't think there's anything that's gonna convince me to try and like speak to her, but just overall, I thought that the whole stereotype that they've given to women with low follower counts or not being active on social media means that you found a gem, you found a diamond that's not influenced by anything. Nobody, like, it doesn't take a group or social media to make you become a shitty person, bro. I know the most loyal women with the most highest following count. Sure, they might present themselves as what they are not really, but I know them. And then I've came across demons, bro. I've came across women that I never expected such from this kind of like perspective. You just chilling for real. How are you the equivalent of most women that we are getting warned about? How? Irritating. Just irritating, but it's okay if it. I mean, this is kind of like one of those relationships where I can be like, it's one of those relationships where I can be like, it was smooth and it's not like we ended on bad terms. We just didn't really like, she just didn't click with me anymore. And I was like, well, you know what? It's calm. Not even gonna crash out anymore. I'm gonna just stick to my thing. I'm gonna just stick to what I know. You feel me? Yeah.